Welcome back to another Friday night of Let's Talk Bench Rest with Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. We got thrown a little bit of a curveball this week, but we have made provisions and improvised, and we got a good show for you guys. So we still have a special guest tonight. It just wasn't the one we was planning to have. We will get that rescheduled. I'll fill you in a little bit on that as we get everybody out of the green room. But we got some pretty good panelists tonight here, and we're going to interview a special guest and get to know a little bit more about him. And this is somebody that all you guys have probably seen on one of our panelists' channel, but you've never seen him on a live stream before. And he's either a 22 rescuer or he might be an enabler. Yeah, I think he's an enabler. So let's bring out the panel. And up first, we got Jose from J Delta 22NC.
Good evening, Chad. Thank you for the invite, and good evening to the site chat.
Well, thank you for being here, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. Always fun to have you on here. And up next, we got Steve from living in the southwestern part of Virginia.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for the invite tonight, Chad. And hello, Jose, and everybody on the side chat.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here. Look forward to spending some time with you tomorrow. I heard you're coming down to shoot some USBR with us, so that'll be a good time.
We are.
And up next, we got Kentucky Justin.
Howdy, guys. Glad to be with you tonight. It's been a hot week. Got a lot done.
So Justin's been slaving this week. He's formed up a pad to pour a concrete pad for our trap shelter so that the guys won't be sitting in the mud and dirt. And he's got it ready to pour. Should get some concrete this week, and we'll make our range just a little bit nicer. So thank you, Justin, for the hard work on the range. I'm just glad it was you. I turned the heat, not me.
You did a real good job of avoiding coming around me the last few days.
I avoided it today because that was your fault.
Yeah.
So don't make me remind you of that. So I have a history of ever since I was a child. My dad had a lawnmower repair shop, and my dad put me to work when I was 10 years old, and I was repairing mowers and small engines, weed eaters, chainsaws, and so our local FFL, he's got two sons that's cutting grass on the side, and both of them had mowers go down, and Justin told our FFL, said, hey, Chad's always needing money, send them to Chad. And he's like, you think Chad will work on them? And he's like, yeah, send them to him. He needs money. So I spent all day working on a mower in my garage with no air conditioning, no air stirring, sweating, cussing, Justin under my breath, and not really. I enjoy helping people. Unfortunately, his lawnmower has got some quite extensive damages going on. Had a coil stop firing, and it loaded up on a cylinder, and when the coil kicked back in, it was like an old Harley Davidson. When the coils went bad on an old Harley because you left the keys on, and they backfired, it would mess things up. It blow the head up, bend valves, push rods, and all that. So that's exactly what happened to this mower. It bent the push rods and blowed the valve seat out, and blowed the governor gear apart in the bottom of the motor, and pretty extensive damages. But it's an expensive lawnmower to replace, so we're going to put the time and the money into it and fix it and get it back going for him, because what's going to cost him nearly $1,000 to fix would cost him $4,000 if he had to go replace it. So we're going to go ahead and fix it because it's still a good mower. And enough of that. Let's bring our guest out that's sitting back there in the green room, and he's got really nice pieces sitting behind him that he can't touch, but we can sure see him in this picture. And he's bringing them one of them for sure tomorrow to shoot, and he can tell us a little bit about it in a few minutes. But let's bring out John Ralph from the Living in Southwestern part of Virginia show.
Okay, everybody. Thank you for inviting me. Appreciate
Welcome
it.
To your first live stream. And I appreciate you supporting my channel. And I know you're one of my members only, and you always watch my videos, make comments, and you've come to my range several times and shot with us locally. I appreciate that. So, and you've always been involved with all the fundraisers that we've done, and you get behind us and help out with that. So I most definitely appreciate stuff like that. But I'm glad you're on here tonight. We're going to get to know you just a little bit better, because we see you from time to time on Steve's videos, and we hear things, and we know that you're an enabler because you keep bringing home new rifles for Steve to make content with. And or maybe you don't bring them home for Steve to make content with. Steve just begs you. Steve just begs you to let him make content with them. Maybe that's what it is. But before we get started on all that, though, let's get some serious business out of the way. So I got a list of names here, and if anybody in the side chat's got anybody else that they want to bring up, that's fine. But I felt like that I need to start the show off tonight with a word of prayer, because a lot of these people that I shoot with are coming down with illness or sickness, and it just seems like every week we're finding out something different. So I got some unspoken prayer requests too. Some people shared some stuff with me, but asked me not to tell. So we got some unspoken. I invited George from Southern Rifle tonight, and George opted out because he's not felt good all day. So we need to pray for George. And also we got Hasbro that opted out tonight because he's not sick, but Hasbro will be traveling tomorrow to take his grandkids and his daughter back to Georgia, and he's making a full round trip. So it's like a 14 to 16 hour drive tomorrow. So we'll be thinking and remembering Hasbro in our prayers as he travels tomorrow. And also Hillbilly has been battling with his leg issue, and as of last week when we had him on the show, he was still fighting with that. So remember him. Spoke to Rimfire Dave this morning on the telephone. It's not confirmed, but Rimfire Dave looks like he may be getting another kidney stone. He's having some sharp pains in his kidney again, and it's too early to tell. He's got to go and I guess get checked out, but he just started hurting this morning. So he was talking to me this morning, felt like that he might be getting one. So, and John Fox, John Fox went through getting some stents put in, and found out at a very good time that he had a blockage, and I'm glad that he got there and got checked out when he did. He's had some complications getting used to the blood thinners and stuff that he was put on, but he's getting his strength back and coming back pretty good. So talked to him yesterday, and he actually got out and shot a match this week, and felt good about doing that. So one of our local range members, John Stapleton, he's dealing with a blockage. Last year he had some heart work done. I can't remember, Justin, did he have stents put in or did he have a bypass? I can't remember. He had stents put in last year. But he found out this year that he's got another blockage. But the good thing is they said they could treat it with medication. So he's got started on his medication, and we want to lift John up in our prayers. Greg Ray, of course, is still going through chemo, battling cancer. And then the most recent thing is our guest that was supposed to be on tonight is Mike Connolly. And Mike Connolly had a stroke this week. He was feeling bad at work and had some numbness come in his face, and was trying to talk to somebody on the phone at his business, and he knew what he wanted to say, but he couldn't get it out of his mouth. His wife rushed him to the hospital, and thank the Lord that he got there in time to get a shot that reversed the stroke. And they told him that if it had been any later, he wouldn't have qualified for taking the shot. He is home now, and he's waiting to see his cardiologist, because when he went to the hospital, they'd done an ultrasound, and he's got good blood flow into one side of his heart, but he's got bad blood flow coming out of his heart. So he's waiting to see what the treatment's going to be for that, and he's in the process of wearing a heart monitor. I talked to him this evening, and he's feeling pretty good. He's just tired. So anyways, I don't know if you guys got anybody else to pray for in the side chat. I haven't seen any names come up, but anyways, we'll just go ahead and start off with a word of prayer. And dear Lord, Heavenly Father, we come to you in Jesus' name. Lord, I just want you to touch all these people that are dealing with sickness and their health issues. Lord, you know what they need, and you can handle it as you see fit. And Lord, you say where any two call on you and agree that it can come to pass. And Lord, I know there is power in prayer, and I've seen you work miracles in my life, and I know that you can do it again. Lord, just touch each and every one of these people and help them get back on their regular schedule, Lord. And remember Hasbro as he travels tomorrow. Forgive us, Lord, as we fail you daily. And we try every day to be like you, Lord, but we know it's impossible to be perfect like you, but we try. So just forgive us, Lord, for our failures, and keep us all safe. Also, John and Steve, as they travel down tomorrow to shoot with us, keep them safe in their travels. And Lord, thank you for the many, many blessings that you've put upon me in my lifetime. And thank you for these wonderful people that I call my friends. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen.
So, John, how did you get roped into this mess of YouTube and with your brother Steve?
Well, we had both talked about doing it for quite a while, probably years actually, and neither of us ever done it. He took the leap, and I've never actually got into the video editing and all that he does. So I just tag along on his channel when he lets me enjoy the chances we get to go shoot.
Of course he does. You're providing the firearms.
Well, he's got some awesome too.
So we'll just go around the room like we usually do when we're interviewing somebody. So Jose, you got something for John?
Yes. So I'm pretty sure you got centerfire rifles, right? But which one was your first 22? I mean, that you rescue, the first 22 that you rescue.
The first one that I started shooting bench rest with was a CZ 457 American. And I didn't really buy it for bench rest. I just liked the rifle, and I was down for a while. I had a severe cow accident and was waiting on surgery through COVID, and they wouldn't let me do anything that was physically demanding. So I started spending a lot of time at the range, and come to realize shooting 22s at 200-300 yards is just as challenging, if not more challenging, than shooting the centerfire rifles at longer ranges. Yeah. So it's kind of accidentally fell into it.
Cool.
So, Steve, besides asking your brother what's the next rifle coming to your channel, do you have a question for your brother?
Probably not. I probably know as much about him as anybody, so I'm going to pass.
Okay. All right. Well, Justin,
what's next on your radar? What's in your watch list?
Well, I really want a custom rifle. I'd like to have a 2500, but honestly, I'm too cheap to buy one. So I've been kind of watching if I can catch one at a real deal.
Yeah.
That's probably the next thing that I'm looking for. But I kind of wander the gun shops and watch Gun Broker, and when I see something that I like that's reasonably priced, that's when I pick it up. So.
Yep.
If you'd quit buying Steve guns, you'd probably drum up enough to get you one.
The hard part's releasing that money all at once to get it.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. I get it. I took several big splurges here recently, so I totally get it. But I also had to give up some to get some, so
yeah,
that's the way it works for me. But so I have a question. This new target that you and Steve come out with looks interesting. I want to shoot it. But one thing that come to my attention in this new target was you have your own logo. And are we going to do something with that, or are you just going to stay on Steve's channel?
Well, I've got a channel. There's just not much content on it, and I'd had a Appalachian Ramblings logo on it, but everybody gives Steve a hard time over the beard, and everybody knows me as Steve's brother more than anything. So I thought I'd have a little fun with it and make a logo that kind of paid homage to my brother.
There you go.
Yeah, I think you would do good with the channel. I mean,
Yeah.
When I first got started, I didn't think that that's the direction I would go. I actually just done it to submit a entry with Day at the Range, and when I done that, he's like, "Man, where you been?" And he kind of encouraged me to just keep going with it, and I did. So, and it's done nothing but grow, and I've met a lot of cool people, good friends, good resources, and I've went somewhere in the Rimfire rabbit hole that I never dreamed I would go. But I'm enjoying it. So
He's rock bottom in the bottom of the rabbit hole.
yeah,
It's easy one to fall into.
So you are very close to having a bench rest rifle, because what is sitting behind you is in a bench rest stock, and it has a tuner on it, which, like in UBR, it would be considered a modified, but in our USBR at our local range, it would be considered an unlimited because it has a tuner on it. So, what is that sitting behind you?
That is a Russian rifle. It's a Vostok. It's made by the Izmash company. It's factory barrel, factory action. It's been put in the bench rest stock. Someone's put a tuner on it at some point in time. I don't know that they had really tuned it well. Whenever I first took it over there and started shooting it, I was getting a little frustrated. And Steve kept telling me, "Well, just keep trying. You'll get it tuned. That rifle will shoot." Turned out he was right, but it seems like it's going to do well. I've not had it long enough really to know if it's going to shoot as well as my 457 with the tuner, or Steve's 457 with the tuner, or for that matter, Steve's Marlin Ballard without a tuner. But it seems like it's going to be a pretty good rifle. I'm going to see what it'll do and go from there.
So speaking of 457s, you and Steve both went down the rabbit hole of modifying some 457s and rebarreled and maybe a chassis. Tell us a little bit about your 457 that you built, because I know you've brought it over here to Kentucky a few times and done very well with it. So
I've actually got 3 457s. I've got a factory MTR I've not done anything to yet. Then I've got the one I brought over that's in the Richards microfit stock. It's was originally a 457 training rifle. I put a 26-inch Whidden Criterion barrel on it. Swapped the tuner between it and my other one. I think the other one maybe does a little bit better with the tuner, so I've left the tuner on it. But the one with the microfit stock does really well without the tuner. So I think I'll leave it that way to shoot when I'm shooting somewhere that I can't have a tuner. The other one is my original 457 American that I got started shooting bench rest with. And I've put 26-inch Criterion barrel from Whidden on it and whole shot tuner. And it's in a, I can't even remember the name of the company now.
Richard Microfit.
It's the HB Industries chassis on it.
Okay.
I've got the ones in the Richards Microfit stock,
Okay.
and then I've got this one's in
The chassis.
HB Industries. It's whenever CZ first came out with their chassis model 457, that's the chassis they put them in, and they've moved on to bigger and better things now. But I like it. It suits me real well. And like I say, I think it shoots a little better with the tuner than the other one. So I think I'll leave them both in that configuration for a while and see how they do.
So I want to shout out to Ron 2A Matters. He's put a milestone out for 5 months of membership. And guys, I am behind on my members only live stream. I need to have one tomorrow, and we'll be doing 2 giveaways on that show. We'll be doing one for
Tomorrow or Sunday, Chad?
Sunday. I'm sorry. I'm going to schedule one for Sunday, and we'll be doing 2 giveaways on there because I owe one for last month and one for this month. So we'll be doing 2 giveaways on the show Sunday, and I'll get that scheduled and for the members only. Ron also sent me this new logo today that you're seeing as my avatar. And for doing so, I took this logo and contacted my T-shirt person, which is Mr. Gregory Ray. And he's going to make me a T-shirt for myself and for Ron 2A. I'm going to send him a T-shirt for making that logo and thinking about me. I appreciate him doing that. And I have it. Let me do a share screen and I can show you guys a little better picture of it since the avatar may not be showing up that great. So let's see, share screen, entire screen, and here we go. Share, add to stage. So there you go. I really, really like this, and I think it's going to look cool on the back of a T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's awesome.
thank you, Ron 2A Matters, for sending me that logo. He also built me a logo for my members only, so you'll see that come out when I schedule the show. I always use that when I schedule up my show. So that's a really nice logo. Thank you very much, Ron, for doing that. Also, Pack Rat's Attic is a member for 6 months. So thank you, sir. Jose, you got another question?
Yes, sir. So of all the 22s you got now, you got probably about 8 or 10.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there. So of those 22s, usually we got a favorite. Do you have one?
I do, and it's my 457 in the HB Industries chassis.
Okay.
So that was the original rifle that I accidentally got started shooting bench rest with, and it shot great as a 457 American. When I first started shooting, I didn't even really know bench rest with 22s was as big as it is, and just something to do to take up my time. But I was shooting it with Federal Auto Match, and some pretty impressive groups with it, with the occasional Auto Match flyer.
Right.
That's what got me hooked on it.
And Jay Crow says between Chad and Steve's brother, there isn't a rifle still for sale.
That's right. Yeah.
And Hillbilly says John starts a channel named Steve's brother.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. So, Steve, have you thought of something to ask your brother yet?
Lord, no. I don't know.
You have to ask something because you just said you know everything about him, so that means you know dirt too.
Well, just out of self-preservation, I'm not turning loose any dirt. So,
oh yeah, so you can keep getting rifles to shoot on your channel. I get
That's
it.
right.
Smart.
gotta do what I gotta do, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'll pass to Justin again.
All right, Justin.
What do you think's the most accurate rifle you have right now?
I
22
would
wise.
lean towards the 457 and the HB Industries chassis with the tuner on it. And without the tuners, shoot. The two Anschutz 1913s both shoot as good as anything you could ask for without a tuner. The Soul, it might outshoot everything else if you take the tuners off. So they shoot so good at it. That's something I'd like to do one day, is just get out on my most accurate rifles and see how they do.
Mm-hmm.
If you take the tuners off, I would probably lean towards the Soul right now. That gun is amazing accurate.
I'll attest. I've actually got to shoot that rifle. It's really accurate.
So, Mr. Darrell Gibbs says, speaking of tuners, where do you guys start when you're tuning? So, with the tuner that you have for that Anschutz, that's new to me. So,
It's a time precision tuner.
It's a time precision tuner. It's a little different than the Harrell's tuner. So, I would, on that tuner, I would probably start at the halfway point and just work my way in and see if it improves. If not, then work my way out, because the numbers and stuff on that tuner is not the same as, say, a Harrell's or a PQP.
Or start out at one extreme, all the way backed off, and then go full revs until you see some kind of promise, and then maybe go half turns and quarter turns. Once you.
Kratz Haddock says, I'm not sure what happened, but I don't see any chats. I'm not sure. Is everybody else seeing them?
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. There's a total different design than a Harrell's or a PQP tuner. So.
Boom said he got Steve's target today, and it didn't go as well as he had liked. I watched that video today, and I forgot to leave you a comment, buddy. But, I believe he was shooting. One I watched, he was shooting with the RPR with that. What's the barrel you put on that gun? It's a
Elijah, I think it is.
No, I don't think it's a Lilja barrel. Is it? Anyways, it's been rebarreled. Can't think of it right off the top of my head.
I can't remember either. So the new target you guys got out, it's called Choose Your Destiny. Is that the name of the target?
Or control your own destiny.
Control your own destiny, yeah. Okay.
There's another piece of advice for Darrell. Start out at 0, test 3 shots every quarter turn, fine tune. Best set of 2 groups.
Yep. There's a bunch of different ways of doing it.
Shaw barrel. I think that's what Shaw.
Yeah, Shaw. Yeah.
Yeah, Shaw barrel is what it was. You're right.
Yeah.
So, All right. So you mentioned that you didn't realize that the 22 bench rest was as big as it was. But this year, you and Steve and Justin and myself got to visit Kettlefoot. What'd you think about that?
I'll tell you, I'd say when I got to shooting it, and then Steve got to send me a lot of videos. I hadn't really started researching it much, and I realized that bench rest 22s are pretty popular. But after going to Kettlefoot, that's a whole different level. I had no idea. I'd actually planned on shooting down there, and then we had something come up where we just didn't have the time to stay and shoot. And when I was planning on shooting, I had no idea what I would have been shooting against. That's an amazing sight down there.
Yeah, 60 benches, and every one of them was full, and every pit station was plumb full. There was sale tables of barrels, scopes, ammo, stocks, rifles, wind flags, you name it. It was there. 3D printed items, just all kinds of stuff. I mean, if you don't want to shoot a big event like that, it's worth the visit just for the experience, just to the merchandise that's there. You know,
Anybody that's anybody's there.
I like physically seeing stuff before I buy it. Right. And although PQP has a wonderful website, and I've bought several products off of them, to be in their booth at Kettlefoot and actually see everything that they have on their website hanging there, and you can pick it up and look at it. It was kind of cool, and I ended up spending
a lot of money,
several dollars there. So, yeah.
Justin, were you down there with a tape measure and a notepad?
I didn't. I don't think I stole many ideas down there that day. There was a lot of cool people and a lot of cool things.
There was. I'll be honest, I was a little bit overwhelmed by it. I mean, it was just so big, and you know, I was just like I say, I was amazed.
Yep.
So, Ace Laser Guy Todd says, "What did John think about the Vakortson Summit rifle?" I'll tell you what I think about it, but
I don't have any experience with that one to really have an opinion. If it says Vakortson on it, there's a good chance it's a good rifle. But say I hadn't had a chance to even hold one or look at it, much less shoot it.
Okay, so let me retract my last statement. Guys, I have a PWS Summit, which is the push-pull action that was PWS before it was Vakortson's. Vakortson's took it over. And so mine is the original. And I loved the concept of the push-pull action. And if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, you've seen the new Hammerleys. It's the same concept as the Hammerley. Mm-hmm. And I did not realize it when I bought the Hammerley the other day, but I went to their website and all those rifles are discontinued. So there's Hammerley is no longer available. So anyways, I'm rambling. My Summit has never shot good, and I have had different barrels on it. And I mean, I've had a Green Mountain barrel, I've had a Kid barrel, I've had a Shaw barrel, I've had a factory hammer forged barrel. I've tried several different barrels on it. My Green Mountain barrel that is on my unlimited rifle that I know shoots really good, it would not perform with the Summit action. Now, I'm not knocking the Summit action because I bought mine used, and I think somebody may have monkeyed with it before I got it. I think the problem is headspace issue, because with the action out of the stock, I could load a round or a snap cap in it and turn it upside down, and the actual casing, I could take my pocket knife and move the casing back and forth in the headspace. The headspace was way too big. And I don't know how to correct the headspace on that, because it's just like a 1022 bolt. It goes up and flat faces the back of the barrel. And I don't know how to change the headspace on that. I've played around with it. I actually took an old barrel and put some lapping compound on it, and lapped the action so that the barrel would set back a little tighter in the action, and that helped the accuracy. It shot better after I done that than it ever has, but there's only so much you can do there to try to get the headspace tighter, because I feel like it's too loose, and it's just never shot good. Even with barrels that I know shoots lights out on a regular 1022, I throw it over on that Summit action and it just won't perform. So there's definitely something there with the headspace, and that's been my experience with it. So just like I said, I got mine used, so I cannot tell you that that's the way they are, but mine, I wouldn't put it on nobody. I'll just tell you that. It's sitting right here beside me right now. So, and look here, guys, Mr. Mike Conley, even though he's been down and out this week, he still jumped in to say, hey, buddy, I've been praying for you, and I hope that all goes well and you get all this figured out. So he is so diehard at shooting these matches, and he's chased the points so hard this year, and that's what our show is going to be about tonight, is what's involved in running a points series and chasing the points and all that. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And he is so diehard that even though what's happened to him this week has happened to him, he still wants to go shoot a match tomorrow so that he stays in the points running.
Wearing a heart monitor.
Wearing a heart monitor.
Wow.
So,
yeah, we shot with him a lot.
John, you've got a lot of older rifles, and you said that you would like to have a 2500X. Where do you feel like your passion is at with the Rimfire bench rest? Do you like the vintage stuff, or do you like the full out bench rest stuff, or do you find yourself in the middle of the road with like the CZs that you've been heavily modifying and making them shoot like crazy?
Well, that's a hard question. I like vintage stuff, especially with the iron sights. Whenever it comes to shooting scoped rifles, I'd love to have 2500X. With the newer stuff, I'm about getting the most precision I can get out of it. And the older rifles, like say with iron sights, that's just fun. That's all there is to it. But for just to get out and do bench rest shooting, I'd rather be shooting at least like the 457s. I've not had a Tikka. I know they're supposed to shoot well, but I've not had one of them to play with. But given unlimited funds, I would be buying 2500X and $4,000 scopes and see what they would do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that you need a $4,000 scope.
Well, unlimited funds, I'm going to buy the 4,000.
For March
the mid-grade scopes.
He gonna get a March. Yeah.
Yep. Smith and Bender, something.
Yeah, Schmidt Bender. Yep. On Swarovski.
Yep.
Jay Crow says he has a 2500X barrel ready for an action.
Nice.
And also, guys, I do like the 2500s, and I got two of them now. Both of them are Langley rifles, and of course, I had the turbo, and I parted with the turbo to make one of those happen, and I like the turbo. I really do. The one that I got from Dave, but from the day I got it, Hasbro felt like I bought it out from under him. So I gave him an opportunity to make it his, and he did. And I ended up turning right around and buying another turbo because it was built by Mike Gross, and I've always wanted a Mike Gross built rifle. And man, does that thing shoot! Shoots really good. Yeah, Mike Conley says, "Yes, you do," on a $4,000 scope.
Yeah, March. Yeah.
He has a March Optics, and he loves it. But anyways, I was noticing the other day on Diorio's website that there's some turbo actions available again, and those had went away for a while, but they are available again. So if you're not a 2500X fan and you like turbos, I've seen those were available. So, and they can be a good rifle, really good rifle. I know the one that I got that's built by Mike Gross is a phenomenal rifle. I took it Sunday night and shot a 4-card match, ABRA, and the max score you can score is a 200. And I shot 3 197s, and then on my last card I was getting tired and frustrated and shot a 193.
194, I think.
194. Yeah, 194.
194.
Yeah. So I shot and only dropped 16 points in the whole match with that rifle, and came in 5th. That I won't rub it into Mike Conley where he came in at that night. So he said if I started that, he would remind me of how many wins he has over mine. So he's got a lot of wins, guys. And that's why he's wanting to get out and shoot, even though he's got some issues going on. He's shooting 2 classes this year. He's been shooting Outlaw Heavy and Outlaw Light, and
ABRA.
and ABRA, and he's setting first in the nation and first in the state in one of those classes, and the other one he's got first in the nation, and he's just a few points behind in the state, unless all that's changed. That's the last time I heard from him.
He's been dabbling first, second, third
But
all year.
He's been, it's been back and forth for first and second. But Laser Guy Todd is leaving out. He's got a 4-hour ride tomorrow.
He's not dropped out of the top 5 in either class all year pretty well.
See you, Todd. I'll be calling you. I got a question for you. I'll call you tomorrow or something. Anyways, there's Helping Man just jumped on. So, hey, Steve, since you ain't got no questions for your brother tonight, I think I nominate you to call out the side chat. And
okay.
There you go.
We're going to type in John.
Should type in Steve's brother.
Some people will type in Steve's brother, I guarantee.
Yeah.
All right. Starting out was Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. Imagine that. And then we've got Jay Delta on the panel and myself on the panel. Kentucky Justin on the panel. There's Helping Man 7 and John saying me. There's Darwin Harris, Daryl, Posselman, Kentucky. J. Crow, 1903 A4. Happy Chase. There's been a stick in one of his many personalities on us. Casey Dolph, John Taylor, Walt Tuttle, and there's Mark, the garage guy. Ron 2A Matters, Crafty Fireman, actually Crafty Rim Fireman now. Hillbilly Up, Diamond Geckos, said hi J Delta, and then there's Pack Rat's Attic, and there comes Denny's Plant-Based Journeys.
Yeah, the big winner chicken dinner. He won the anechoic suppressor last Saturday night in the fundraiser that we was doing. I bet he's just excited about that.
No doubt. And Kevin Hoffman just jumped in there too with John.
Yes, sir. Kevin he called me today, catching up with me. We hadn't talked in a while. So, hey guys, I don't throw this out real quick. If you have planned on or was planning to try to come and shoot with us in Eastern Kentucky this year, I only have 4 more matches scheduled for this year because we always stop when deer season starts. Our attendance falls off when deer season starts, so that's usually where we stop at. And I have tomorrow's match of USBR, and then we'll have one more UBR match in August, and a USBR match at the end of August, and then the 12th of September will be a USBR March, and that is our Kenny Blackburn Memorial shoot, and that is the one where we will have a prize table. Been contacting vendors trying to get merchandise to give away on the table. Also going to have some T-shirts to give away, and we are selling Kenny Blackburn T-shirts. You can pre-order these for the shoot. If you plan on attending the shoot, you can pre-order these, and we'll have them ready for you when the shoot takes place. So if you plan on attending that shoot and you'd like to pre-order a shirt, just let me know. Also, if you know anybody that's willing to donate a prize to put on the prize table, we'll gladly accept that as well. So, but I was just going to let you guys know that we've only got a few more shoots left at our range this year, and then we'll kind of close that down, and we might schedule one sporadically just for fun if we get a chance to, and everybody's killing deer. If everybody's tagged out and they want to go back to shooting 22s, then we might have us one, or if we have a mild winter, we might have one. But if not, the next shoot will be January 1st because we always bring in the New Year's with the shoot. So me and Justin will still travel a little bit and shoot at Buck Creek until they quit, and maybe Mount Sterling for the ABRA. And then we got a big match to attend at the Coal Tipple in August. That's their big tournament where they have a big prize table. And we're already signed up to go and shoot in that. So they are only taking 64 shooters this year, and it is filling up fast. The last time I counted, they're over halfway there. So it's an all-day event. Like, they start at 8 o'clock in the morning, and they won't finish until probably 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Mike Conley says, I'm not allowed no more. Oh, well, I'm already signed up, buddy.
He's talking about Mount Sterling.
I'm not allowed Mount Sterling no more? Uh-oh.
Since you beat him.
Oh. Blind squirrel gets a nut every once in a while, Mike. I mean, come on. So anyways, anybody got any more questions for John, Jose?
I do.
Go ahead.
So, John, I know you put time and effort in this, right? So of all your 22s right now, which one you have the most investment in?
Oh. Mhm. That's, I would say probably my 457s are pretty equal. Yeah, I'd say they come real close. The chassis one probably is a little bit more than the other one, just because I got the Richards microfit stock and got it unfinished and done the work myself. But as far as the rest of the parts, I would say they're real close.
Yeah, I got 4 557s or five, and only one, the MTR, he's still stock. I mean, except the trigger, and that's the one that comes with the NDT nice chassis. That's came like that from factory. So all I changed was the trigger. But yeah, everything else, the only ZC part is the action, of course. So
Yep.
Daryl says, "Where do you find the schedule for these shoots?" So, Daryl, you have to go to their Facebook page. The Co-Tipple has a Facebook page called the Co-Tipple Rimfire Range. George schedules his UBR events at Buck Creek on the UBR Rimfire Facebook page, and then Mount Sterling, they have a Facebook page. It's called Rumble on the Ridge. You can get information there. But Joe's supposed to send me their schedule for the remainder of the year. And if he emails that to me, I can forward that over to you. But theirs is usually the third Saturday, their third weekend of the month. Sometimes it's Saturday, sometimes it's Sunday. So this past week it was Sunday.
For ABRA, you can go on Rimfire Accuracy, and all the matches are posted on there too.
Yep.
It's a lot to sort through to find the thread that you're looking for, but all the matches are scheduled there.
And Co-Tipple shoots, they shoot a lot of Wednesday evenings. They start at 5:30. That's over in Jackson County.
Jackson, Kentucky.
Or Jackson, Kentucky. I'm sorry, Breathitt County.
Yeah. They shoot ARA, ABRA, and Centerfire UBR at Co-Tipple. They got a lot going on. And PRS and track. They got a lot going on at that range.
Yeah, that big match that they're having in August, that's the first big match that me and Justin ever went to. And of course we had a blast because we went back every year. I think we missed 1 year, haven't we?
1 year. Yeah.
We missed 1 year. But we went back, and they always have a huge prize table, and most everybody there ends up winning at least a couple of prizes. And some not shabby prizes either. So
actually giving away a Bergara rifle.
Yeah, they actually have a rifle to give away this year. Of course, you have to go, if you win, you have to go through all the FFL procedures to get it. But so I got to, let me take this down here. I got Steve's link here. Even though we're interviewing John, we're going to give Steve the credibility here because you see John on Steve's channel. So if you don't know who Steve from living in Southwest Virginia is, or John, go to this link here and check out their YouTube channel. They got a lot of nice rifles. They actually have a challenge target going on right now that's you can shoot it at 50, or if you feel brave enough, you can shoot it at 100. That's has anybody done it at 100 yet, Steve?
Not that I know of. I know that Dean from Rustic Rimfire said he was going to give it a try at 100. I'm planning on shooting it. I think John is too at 100 and see what happens.
That's tough. You said those are what? You said 5/16 of an inch?
Yeah.
That's what the target size is?
Yep. Pretty tight, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I chickened out the first 2 times I shot it at 50.
Hey, the worst thing you can do is miss.
Yeah.
That's it. Send me a copy, Steve.
I'll do that.
I'll give it a try out of 100.
I'll do that.
You have a copy of the target to bring up and explain the way it works there, Steve?
I should be able to do that.
Make him full screen, let him tell us about the target.
At 50 yards, Danny, I agree. I think it would be a good skill builder target, and it's a low round count. I like the target, but at 100 yards, you'll hit it, but I doubt you're going to hit every one of them.
Yep.
You might get a hit or two, because I know UBR. When you're shooting UBR, the 10 ring's about the size of a nickel, and the center dot is about the actual diameter of a 22 caliber bullet, and it is very hard to hit the X, the ticker, at 100. It's tough. If you hit it, it's out of sure luck.
I use the CC457 NTR. You usually shoot okay at 100 with Midas Plus. We'll give it a try, see what happens.
Let's see.
I can't wait to see that.
I'm not saying I'm going to hit it, but I'm going to give it a try. Yeah.
There we go.
Let's see.
I'm trying to share my screen, Chad.
It's coming. Here. There it is.
All right, here we go. All right, there it is. This is what we came up with. Called it the Control Your Own Destiny Challenge. And as Chad mentioned earlier, there's my channel logo and John's new channel logo that he created. Mentioning anybody that's interested in John's channel, it's Appalachian Ramblings. Yep, Steve's brother. Yeah, he has a channel, Appalachian Ramblings. Not got a lot of content yet, although I have been trying to encourage him to start putting some on there. But what we have
go over and subscribe to his channel.
Here is we have 10 targets, and each of those compass in the middle because the compass. Go ahead.
Oh, I said I'd tell him go over and subscribe to his channel, and that might encourage him that might encourage John to start making a little content.
Hey, yeah, he's got like 160 subscribers right now. But anyway, these squares are 5/16 of an inch measured, and they've got a couple of fate. But you have unlimited sighters. You can shoot however many you want at any of this lettering or air logos, whatever you want to shoot at. And then when you're ready, you put one shot for each square. And it's best edge scoring. If you hit the square, you get 1 point at 50 yards. If you miss the square and hit a different square, which probably isn't real likely at 50, but it could happen at 100, you not only lose the square you were shooting at, but you lose the one you hit. And you have to call your shots. And the reason that we're calling it Control Your Own Destiny is if you feel lucky and you want to test your skills and your destiny, you can shoot it at 100, and each square is worth 3 points. But it is a challenging target. I personally expect to have a train wreck at 100, but we'll wait and see. Anybody that's interested in this target, on my YouTube channel, it has my email address. You can email me for it. Or I've started a Facebook page for the channel this week, and you can go over there. There's a link on my YouTube channel to the Facebook page, and you can send me a private message and ask for it, and I can send it to you that way. So that's it in a nutshell. I appreciate everybody that's tried it so far and asked it, and anybody that wants to give it a try, like I say, I do appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing that. Definitely send me a copy over. We'll try to get that in shot. I've not been shooting a whole lot of challenge targets because I don't like to waste my good ammo for that I'm saving for matches, and unfortunately, that's the ammo that works best if I'm going to shoot a challenge target. So. I mean, I could shoot budget ammo, but it's not going to be a very good score.
Yeah.
TJ says, I have some cursed Remington that would be perfect for 100.
Is there any Remington that's not cursed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least modern stuff.
Well, I don't know. I ain't shot Remington in so long because just for that fact.
Other than
I don't
Golden
think I
Glove,
ever
haven't
shot it.
Remington in forever.
Yep.
What about Jose? You got any more questions for John?
I do. So I was going to suggest to John, well, that's a suggestion, get a couple of those, trade them in, and then you can get that 2500X. But all you rifles got custom triggers, or you're still using the same triggers and you change the spring, or how you do it?
My Anschutz have all still got the factory triggers, but they're all good enough that I don't think I would want to change them.
Okay.
I've got Timney triggers in 2 of my 457s. The other one, the training rifle that I put in the Richards Microfit stock, had a factory trigger when I got it, and I do not know what was done to that, but it is a better trigger than either of the others.
Really?
Yeah, once in a while you get a good one.
It was like an ounce and a half when we checked it, somewhere in there. It's light. It's really good trigger.
Somebody's done a really good job on that trigger, tweaking it. It's nice.
Awesome.
Justin?
So, John, I know you're pretty new to bench rest shooting, but is there any tip that you would give to a new shooter, that something that you picked up along the way and last little bit that you'd like to pass on to somebody else?
From the perspective of somebody from the perspective of somebody that just was plinking around for fun, and now you're actually being competitive.
Yeah.
So, getting over the fear of going and shooting a competition.
The first thing I would say is rounds down range and work on fundamentals before you ever really try anything more. Like I say, I started out with 457 American, little skinny thin stock, and didn't have a rest. I had one of the big Caldwell flat bags, and you really, with it, you had to get your fundamentals right, and I think that really improved my shooting. So whatever you've got to shoot, you don't have to have a bench rest rifle. You don't have to have Gucci ammo. You shoot auto match, CCI, standard velocity, and what you've got, and get the rounds down range. And when you feel like you're ready, go somewhere with a friendly group of people. I would recommend Pikeville, Kentucky, and shoot, and expect to train wreck you first time. I went over the first time, and I was really disappointed in how I shot. But it's a whole different thing to go to shooting a match. So don't expect to go and and burn it up the very first match. Go and expect to have fun, watch everybody else, get some good advice, and go from there.
Yeah, it's easy to shoot groups. You got to be in your P's and Q's when you're going to shoot that match.
Yeah, whole different world whenever you start.
Yeah, sure is. Yep.
Especially when there's a time.
Jose likes Pikeville, Kentucky too, but it ain't for the range; it's for the.
That's right. It's for the fish. I can't wait till September. Now I can wait to see you guys.
But
see
now,
you and Justin, I'm very excited. When August comes around, I get antsy. You know, it's like a kid. Are we there yet?
That's why we hold on to the USBR, because the way I set up our USBR, it may not be the same as other ranges, but when I started shooting the USBR targeted our range, I wanted there to be something for everybody. And the way we done our classes is we got something for a hunting rifle. If you want to bring your Marlin 25 out here and shoot it, we have a class for you. If you want to bring a vintage rifle, vintage scope, then we have a vintage class for you. If you have a semi-auto, we have a semi-auto class just for semi-auto. If you show up with a 17 HMR or a 22 mag or a 5mm rim mag, we have a high velocity class for you. There's a precision class. There's a factory class. There's an unlimited class. We have something that should fit anybody that shows up. And
in a very fair.
John's right. You have to start somewhere. You don't have to have LaPo ammo. You don't have to have the best the rest. You do need to have something that's stable and safe, range safe. We don't want somebody showing up that's going to be flopping their rifle off on the table, or on the bench. So, but if the thing is, if you show up to one of these matches and you don't have something that you need, there's somebody there that'll loan it to you.
That's right.
A rest. Justin has helped countless people zero their scopes and figure out what's ailing their rifles. That's what it's about. It's a community thing, and I've to this date, and we've been doing it for 4 years. This year coming up we'll be going into our 5th year. I've never seen anybody not be willing to try to help somebody else, and it don't matter if you're at little old Pikeville, Kentucky, or if you're at Kettlefoot. Everybody's willing to help everybody, and that's why I like this community. I knew when I started into this that I was treading on dangerous waters, that I was going to start out with my little budget rifles, but I know how I am with hobbies, and I knew that I would go down a rabbit hole, and it didn't take me long, and I'm pretty well set now. I mean, I have what I need to compete with. Now it's just up to me to work on myself and beat myself. Not somebody else, not Mike Conley, not Justin. If I beat myself, if I improve myself every time I shoot, then that's a win for me. And if you work on doing that, then you will get to that competitive level, for sure. Justin came in second place last Sunday night against some very respectable shooters. I came in 5th place the other night against some top shooters in the state. And guys, when I say I came in 5th, the margin between 1st and 5th was less than 20 points. So it's a very, very competitive world, but you can get there if you work at it. I mean, it takes practice, and like John said, time putting rounds down range. very good advice. So
learn how to read wind and conditions and
wind reading. I knew nothing about wind reading until Rimfire Dave showed up here one day with a goofy looking wind meter, and I was like, "What am I going to do with that?" But I use one now. So, and most of these guys, well, nope, all of these guys sitting here on this panel, they use one now, thanks to Rimfire Dave.
Yeah.
But they're that's the thing about it is we learn as we go, and there's always somebody that's willing to show us something new to help us improve, whether it be how we're setting up on the bench or how we're reading the wind, or it's just an awesome community. I can't say that enough. So
somebody hand you a box of ammo you've not tried.
oh, Lord, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Hey, try this. Try this in your rifle.
Yeah.
They're not stingy people, that's for sure.
They're not.
It's always a curse when somebody reaches you.
Yeah.
Box of 30 bean ammo and
I know. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Absolutely true. Yep.
I have 3 bricks of ammo over here right now that John and Steve and Justin, they all 3 tried them and didn't like them, and I ended up with them, and I actually have a rifle that shoots it pretty darn good. So it's a win-win for me. Anyways, we'll go around the room and everybody can tell us what they got coming up. I know Justin and I have a USBR match tomorrow, and actually there's 4 of us on this panel that'll be shooting together tomorrow under the same canopy. So that's awesome. So Justin, what you been working on? What you got coming up?
Just been working a lot at the range, and school's getting ready to start back, and trying to get a lot of projects done before I go back to school. So looking forward to the match tomorrow and shooting with John and Steve. It's always a pleasure to shoot with them guys. Glad they can make the trip. That's about it, I guess. We got USBR match coming up the first weekend there of August down Buck Creek, and looking forward to going down shooting with George and Darwin.
Yes, sir. Always a good time shooting with old George and Darwin. Darwin's another one that's got a couple of them CZs that's been built, and they are not to be They're not to be sneezed at. They're shooting in the modified class, and he's won or come very close to winning several times with those CZs, and he's shooting Criterion. Or no, is it Criterion or little?
He's got Criterion barrels.
He's got Criterion barrels. Yep. So
he's a handful for me to get in front of. In that class.
So Steve, what you got coming up?
Well, be doing some more shooting at that challenge target we talked about there earlier, and of course coming to see you guys. And then something we hadn't mentioned yet this evening, John and I have been cheating on Brock and the guys at PQP. We took a field trip the other day up to Salem, Virginia, which is only about an hour and a half from us, to Harold's Precision. And we got to meet the new owner, John Morrison. He's moving into a new shop up there, and very nice guy. He took us around and showed us some of his equipment, and we each bought a tuner from him and spent a few minutes there with him, probably 20, 30 minutes. And looking forward to going back later on. He's still in the process of moving and getting his shop set up. But once he gets done, I'm going to head back that way and visit with him some more. But we'll be some videos coming out with the rifles that we bought those tuners for. So stay tuned. And
awesome.
We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Looking forward to it. Jose, what do you got coming up?
Yes, sir. Next week, we're shooting the 1022 Ruger, and on Monday, you wanna miss that video. I think it's Monday. Yes, I think I'm shooting the Center X you sent me, and I've been joking and looking for the one, and I think that Center X is the one on that 1022. He shot some. The first group was okay, but the second group was really tight. So 10-shot group. And then also at the Smoking 22 on Tuesday and Thursday, we are shooting the 1761 Annie with a bloop tube and without it. And truly, with the bloop tube, got tighter groups and on the target. Without the bloop tube, they're good groups, but they're off the target. So, you can clearly see that actually that extra 13.2 ounces of weight makes a difference. So, I'm pretty sure if I had a tuner on that rifle, it'll do real good. So I think that's what's gonna be next for the 1761. So thank you for having me tonight. Good to see the guys on the panel and everybody on the side chat.
Thank you for being here, buddy. John, I saved you for last. So what do you got up your sleeve for next?
Oh, basically the same thing as Steve. Will be coming over tomorrow to shoot with you all, and whenever we get to go to the range, I'm sure he'll get a few more videos. This rifle on this side is the one I bought the tuner for when we went up to Harold's. I've got to get it out to the range and see what the tuner does for it. It's a Powder River Precision 1022. I had a 18-inch shaw barrel on it, and I swapped it out for a 28-inch Green Mountain, and see what it'll do. Hopefully get some good video for Steve's channel on it. I appreciate you having me on, and look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.
Absolutely. And I know you said that your desire for next is a 2500. I have two of them over here, and you're welcome to shoot one tomorrow in a match as long as you promise not to beat me with it.
I don't know if I can beat you with it, but I might grab it and take off.
Yeah.
On second thought, I'll leave them at home.
Yeah. Hey, where's that rifle?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you ever want to get rid of that last one that you got, that is a beautiful rifle.
Which one?
The last 2500 you got.
Oh, the gray and orange, the laminate one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a shooter. It is a shooter. They're all, both of them are a shooter. I love them so much that when I shoot UBR, I can't make up my mind which one I want to shoot. So I shoot one at 50, one at 100. That way I can shoot both and have the best of both worlds, So,
yeah, that's a tough problem to have, Chad.
I know it's awful, and then the turbo, and the Gene Davis, Anyways, I have a pretty good little selection now that I can go and compete with, and now it's just it's an ammo chase now. Keeping an abundance of ammo, because that's one thing that I wanted to bring out with Mike Conley. Is he has sunk a lot into just ammo to stay after being first in the nation and first in the state. It's not been cheap keeping good ammo to do that. So, but anyways, well, thank you for being on here tonight, man. I appreciate you letting me put you on the spot. It was a last minute thing. I understand that why Mike Conley couldn't be here. I'm sure every one of you do. But I was like, okay, what can I do? And then I thought about John. I was like, John ain't never been on a show before, and he's part of Steve's channel, and he'd be a good interview. So I think it was just that. It was a great interview.
Yes.
Pleasure getting to spend time with you tonight, and look forward to spending time with you tomorrow. So, but anyways, I got several videos in the queue. I guess you guys realize I went to one a week. It's easier to maintain that way. Plus, it gives the videos more time to mature and brew and get views, and it don't mess with the algorithm too much. I hope that I'm thinking about that correctly. One thing I have failed to do, I mentioned earlier, is I have not had my live stream for members, and we're going to do that Sunday. I'll get that scheduled, so be on the lookout for a Sunday live stream. We'll be doing 2 giveaways there for all members that are current, and that should be pretty interesting because we got some new members that were gifted membership, and we'll see if they show up. But remember, guys, you do have to be present to win, so you won't want to miss that members only show because we're going to give away some little prize packs. And I still have the prize packs from the last show laying on the table because I thought Hasbro and Kevin Hoffman was coming and I was going to give them to them in person, but they didn't come. So I've been holding on to them until they do come. But anyways, also, we are over 1,900 subscribers now. I think when I looked this morning, we were at 1,909. So we're about 91 subscribers from doing a 2,000 subscriber giveaway. When we hit 2,000, we're going to give away the Aquilifer 4 to 16. And that is a very nice little scope. I thought very much about keeping it for myself, but I don't want to do that. I want to give it back to the viewers. Denny, I have not set a time yet. It will probably more than likely be around 3 or 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, because I do go to bed early on Sunday evenings to get up early and go to work on Monday mornings. So, yeah, Denny, you feeling lucky?
Denny's always lucky.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I've always got videos in the queue for you guys. And I appreciate y'all that get on here and support these live streams. I've got some things in the works to bring some guests on. This is scheduling and making it happen. And of course, like this week, Mike had issues with his health, so understandably so. But we also talked to another builder this week, whom I own one of his rifles, and we are going to plan a show and talk to him. So he said he would do that with us. So we're going to try to get that going. But guys, I really encourage y'all to look at your calendars and see if you can make that Kenny Blackburn Memorial shoot in September the 12th. That's a really good time and really good prize table. And it's for a good cause. All the money that we take in that day for entries and T-shirt sales and 50-50 drawing, all that stuff, we'll take all that money and we'll donate it to a kidney organization that Kenny's wife. It's a kidney cancer organization that Kenny's wife told me last year that's where she wanted the money to go. And we made a pretty good little donation to that last year. So hope to do the same again this year. So anyways, that's a really good time. So if you get a chance to make it over that, please do so. I look forward to shooting with everybody and getting to know everybody. And it's really been cool over the last year because we really didn't start this YouTube meetup stuff until last year. And we got to meet Steve and John and Jose and Hasbro and George and Elijah and Steve from the Hide, Minnesota Mike, Rimfire Dave. We've got to meet so many cool people and shoot with them in person. John Fox. I mean, I don't want to leave anybody out, but I probably will. But I would love to meet some more of you fine people. Chris Williams. Yep. Absolutely.
Tommy 22.
Yeah.
Tommy 22. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. So, anyways, we're going to end it there, guys. thank y'all for being here on this Friday night. We'll see you next Friday night. So tell them goodbye, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.